Welcome viewers. We are going to be doing some SOL review today. First, we are going to start with the area of a regular polygon. Put this on. There are two different formulas I want to show you on the formula sheet, depending on what information you're given. And then we are going to do two quick SOL review problems on circles. Circles are always on your SOL, and these two types of problems you can easily get correct if we just quickly review them. So let's go ahead and start with this first worksheet. I will go ahead and attach. So we're going to start with finding the area of a regular polygon. Now, all the problems on this worksheet are hexagons, but the formula is for the area of any regular polygon. This problem, number one, is a hexagon. So if I go to the formula sheet and pull it up, you will see, and I just Googled this, you all know where this is, the area of a regular hexagon. There are two formulas. The first one has just an S, which is the length of the side. So if you're only given the length of the side, you have to use this first formula. However, if you were given the length of the side, and also, this is called the apothem. Basically, it's perpendicular, it goes from the center out to the side, and it's the same for any of the sides, and it's perpendicular to the side. You can use this formula, it's much easier, and you don't have to deal with square roots. So I'm going to do one problem for each of these and show you an example of how you might, which formula to use for which type of problem. So we'll start with problem number one. And P, by the way, stands for perimeter. If you scroll to the back, and I've showed you this before, on the back of your formula sheet, there are abbreviations, and P is perimeter. So in case you see an abbreviation and you're not sure what it is, you can quickly go to the back of the formula sheet, which you will have. I don't know if they're going to give you a paper copy or not. You guys tell me. I'm really curious to see if we're going to get a paper copy this year. We've always in the past had them, but I keep hearing rumors that we might not be getting paper copies anymore.
Does that mean it's like on the test or?
Right, so like, you know how when you take an SOL and there's a little button at the top and you push on it in your calculator, you'll push the button and it'll be a formula sheet.
Right.
So, but that again puts the formula sheet in front of the problem that you're doing. So you have to either write it down or, you know, look at the problem and then look at the formula sheet and look at the problem again. I guess we will find out. So where are we? Okay, so the formula is 1/2 P times A. So number one, we are given a regular hexagon. The length of the side is 10, that's S. Since there are 6 sides and it's regular, that means the length of all the sides they're all the same, and there's 6 of them, so it's 10 times 6, so the perimeter is 60. Are you with me? Everybody. Good? 10 times 6, 60, because there are 6 sides, or 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. Okay. And then the apothem is given here, perpendicular, so we know that's the apothem, 8.7. So that's just area equals 1/2 times 60 times 8.7. Throw it in your calculator and you should get 261. Good? All you're doing is following a formula on the formula sheet. Any questions? We go to the second type of problem. I have not seen this next type of problem on your SOL. Doesn't mean it won't be on there. Just want to show you. Let's go to problem number 14. Notice problem number 14, they're still asking you to find the area of a regular polygon. However, they're not giving you the apothem, A. So you can't use the formula 1/2 PA. You have to use the other one. 3 root 3 over 2 times length of the side squared. Let me throw that back up there. 3 root 3 over 2 times side squared. So we're just going to take that information and put it in the other formula. Area equals 3 root 3 over 2 times the length of the side, which happens to be 4 root 2, that entire quantity squared. Again, you'll throw this in the calculator, and it's Desmos, so you can use your parentheses, and I think Desmos is much more user-friendly when it comes to parentheses and order of operations. Put that in the calculator, you should get a 3.1. Not too bad, right? Could be worse. Are you guys super excited to be here today? So late in the day? after lunch? I feel like you guys are more awake though. I mean, so there's that. All right, we are moving on to the second worksheet. This is an SOL check on circles. We're gonna do two problems. The first one is problem number 1. And again, if you want to, I can link this, but you can, if you Google Virginia Department of Education SOL checks, it is in geometry, that's what the G stands for, SOLG.11b. So chords A, C, and DB intersect at point E. Notice point E is not the center of the circle, just somewhere else in the middle of the circle. Here's the center of our circle. This is circle F. What is the length of DB? Well, in order to find the length of DB, we have to find the length of DE. And to do that, we just have to remember that it's these segments for the entire chord. 9 times 21 equals 14 times DE, and I'm just going to call that X. So I'm going to throw an X in there and write my equation. 9 times 21 equals 14 times X. So on the calculator, it's 9 times 21 divided by 14. 9 times 21 divided by 14. 13.5. Now, I want you guys to notice something. X is 13.5. This problem is not asking for X. It is actually asking for the length of DB, which means that this segment is 13.5 and this one is 14. So DB equals 13.5 plus 14. So 27.5. DB equals 27.5. I can guarantee you that if this was an SOL question, that 13.5 would be one of those distractor answers. So you have to make sure you're answering the question that they ask. Are we good? Okay, we are moving on to the last problem we're going to do, which is problem number 3. I think it's on the back. Sarah is in her car at point M. She needs to reach the city represented by circle O, here's the city, by either road represented here. And they tell you they're tangent lines. As soon as they say the word tangent, these two tangent lines, we know that they are equal length. So we know that 2x plus 5 equals 5x minus 13. This is what I call the ice cream cone problems. They're equal. Why is my mouse moving? Okay. So, where we are. It's a lot of words. This problem's really wordy. Sometimes you have to read these problems more than once to figure out what they're asking. How many miles until Sarah reaches the city? So we're going to have to solve for x by setting these two equal to each other. Let's do that first. 2x plus 5 equals 5x minus 13. So I'm getting x is 6. Are you getting x is 6? Shoot. Oh my gosh, I almost just spilled my drink. That would have been bad. X is 6. X equals 6. Guaranteed will be one of the distractor answers. Okay. This is asking how many miles. So we have to take the 6 and plug it in, and since they're equal, we can plug it into either expression. So I like 2x plus 5. 2. So I can write LM equals 2 times 6 plus 5. So that's 12 plus 5, so I'm getting 17. And if you plugged in 6 here for 5x minus 13, you'd get 30 minus 13, which is still 17. We good? You guys can do 3 types of problems that we just did. Everyone can do them. They're actually, these questions that I just went over today are some of the more difficult types of problems, and they're worth more points. The questions on the SOL that are more difficult, are worth more points, and you don't have to get as many of them right in order to pass your SOL. So we're done. All right.